Oh, this is actually a nice food joint.
There goes
20 years ago. You know what I'm talking about. You can bounce on this one.
So West Coast production.
West Coast production. WCP.
That is real. Like, why don't they? If I was in
Bootylicious 38.
in the adult industry, I would just start making furniture like this. Are the best that
Oh, yeah.
your favorite bitches
Bang down. Bushel down.
get. Hustler mattresses.
Give it that Bronco Buster.
Well,
Buster. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, that Bronco Buster.
we are live. We are live, as you can see.
So we started.
We live. So welcome to Tuskegee Jokemen show. Flight 70.
There or there?
This is recording.
Oh.
There. That's live.
Flight 70. As y'all can see, we are not at the world famous comedy store.
Not this time. We in the trap house.
We in the world famous
World famous trap.
fuck shack.
Fuck that.
Clearly. You know it's the type of situation when a nigga has one sheet over the window.
Just keep the light out. Yeah, I bet. Keep the light out.
Yeah.
Keep the light out too.
That's the same shit R. Kelly
FBI.
told me.
Keep the light out. Yeah.
Keep the light out and you call me dad.
Yeah.
Tell them why we not at the comedy.
We not at the comedy store because for some reason they believe this is a holiday and they shut the studio down.
Yeah, ain't nothing go wrong. Nothing. I get kicked out.
I worked the day.
We just think they're closed this week.
It's funny that a lot of people were like I'm not celebrating President's Day because Trump's and all. I was like, nigga, do you know you can still celebrate any president?
Yeah, your favorite one.
President Day.
Yeah, like it ain't current President
You
Day.
can celebrate Joe Dumars if you want to.
Andrew Johnson.
He's a president.
Abraham Lincoln's vice president.
President
Andrew Johnson.
This
Andrew
is-
Johnson was Abraham Lincoln's vice president. He took
Basketball
over. He
operation.
got popped in that Newton.
Yeah,
you can see that play was a good one.
Ernie
I'm
Grumpy.
still mad about that. Like, imagine you was at the movies, like you watching like the second Matrix, and the nigga shoot you in the head.
Stuff like his daddy.
I mean,
You talking about old boy in Aurora?
What?
No, I'm talking about Abraham Lincoln.
Oh yeah, a real president.
John Wilkes Booth was from Maryland. He
I
knew
was
he
like
had
getting
to do-
shot during that. Don't
He
shit
took
put the
him
word
up.
out.
I'm taking him out. He took his horse back to Maryland.
Well,
his little fucking horse.
we don't have the green screens to accompany our topics, but
It's gonna be a
got
little
topics.
different. It's gonna be a little different
We
today.
Kind of like a
We
Low
still
tech
have
today.
Like
Low
I
tech,
did.
man.
Still have plenty of topics.
We got ground control. We got ground control. Ashton Wallace. My bad, Aston
Throw the H in there. Throw the
Ah,
no
ah,
H.
Tom.
Ain't no H.
Hey.
I don't know.
Aston Wallace.
It's just Aston.
Aaron Marshall Kelly. We got Quincy Johnson II. I don't know why he want to be so shy right now.
I'm making sure the chat running. They got sending out the tweet, man.
Yeah, he got hide your kids, hide your wife. But it was a busy week, I guess, kind of.
Yeah, it was.
Especially since we didn't think we'd be doing this right now.
Yeah, I didn't know what we were gonna be doing tonight. I thought I was gonna send a text like what we're doing tonight.
I thought we could have posted up on the side of the street.
This is what we're doing
Do something
tonight.
different.
Yeah. But I will say we got the biggest story,
It's a couple
Of the
of
week.
big stories, man.
but the biggest story
The
of
biggest.
the week. The biggest
What's the
story.
biggest story?
First
Jupac.
class.
Jupac.
Yeah, Jupac. Come on, man. This shit is getting.
And before that name get rolling, we made that name up. For the media to take that name.
It's gone now.
I ain't seen nobody else call him that.
I seen a picture of him as Tupac on the All Eyes on Me cover,
Yeah.
and it says All Eyes
Yeah.
from Me.
I seen the Machiavelli one.
Yeah, so you know Tupac is real. You knew that was gonna come once he said he was engaged.
And when I put it in the group chat, I didn't hear nobody say it first. Whatever. Anyway,
It's like, how you gonna get gayer than Tupac? The nigga
That's
took a
what I-
picture of himself in chains.
Well,
In a tub.
I thought when he
Naked.
said when he was referring
He was
to
really
himself
naked, too.
as gay Tupac, I thought he meant as the sodomizing Tupac.
no,
That's what I thought he was like.
He meant he
I'm
a
that
gay,
Tupac.
he a
It's not
gay
mine.
revolutionary thug. That's in his mind because he fought off. He fought off the MAGA homophobic attackers.
Now, see, that's what I'm. Before we even get into this, I don't know if y'all know, but Juicy Smollett, not the star, but a nigga on Empire, was attacked in Chicago in sub-zero weather. A rope was thrown around his head. Oh, it's right here. Okay, all right. A rope was thrown around his head, and substance was thrown on him. And since then, it's been a Scooby-Doo episode.
It's been alleged.
Yeah. He said he was the gay Tupac because he fought. And I'm like, nigga, when you get jumped, you didn't fight off anybody. You can't say you fought people off.
Yeah.
You just got beat up. Cat Williams can't say I fought that little kid off me. No. You just got beat up. You got choked out, and then that was it. You survived the attack.
My favorite part about it is this week, everybody, like all the pro, he's not lying people, trying to make it a black and white thing. Like, I saw one post like, well, I don't believe him because white folks been lying. We believe in their lies for all these years, so I'm going to believe him until I see all the proof. And it's like, he said he got attacked with bleach, and then he didn't even have a stain. Oh, that's proof. He said he got jumped, and all he had was a little cut on his face. That's proof.
No, you don't know how good of a chin he got.
He left the rope around his neck. That was for evidence.
So
Shut up, fuck. That's
Who the
what
fuck
they
I'm
shout out to y'all
saying this.
standing by y'all story. That's what I want to say, man. I admire y'all sticking by him to the end, man.
Y'all niggas ain't never been concussed. You don't know what the fuck going on.
That's true.
Nigga might have thought he had a tie. He was
We
ready
might
to go to
all be
work.
wrong. And
I
the
gotta
two
go do
people
a
that they arrested that were the suspects were actors.
Nigerian buff actors.
Yeah.
And
They got pictures with Lee Daniels hugging all up on him and everything.
Dicks hard.
Did we already talk about when they busted in and they raided the room? They found a full Empire script.
I mean, you probably got
No, not sides, bro. A full script. With the NDAs you gotta sign, you think somebody can walk off of a TV set with a full script?
Where do you think he
Yes.
hit it?
What season?
Where do you think he hit it? He hit it in his asshole. All right? The man is an actor.
Looking out like contraband.
Damn right.
Quincy, I'm gonna just let you know.
Hey man, I once
See.
read about people getting a
my fault.
38 pistol into a prison in their butt. So you can do
Oh,
a
yeah.
script.
Yeah.
That's a
I don't
straight.
think they have this
Straight
chicken
shot.
shot down in their asshole.
Well, why not?
You get that
Yeah,
tight
see?
enough?
You can put it in a
There's
briefcase.
better ways.
You know what
Nah,
I'm
ain't
saying?
no
You
better
can
way.
tuck it under
Like
your
they let
shirt.
No.
You can tape
Just
it to
slide
your
it
chest.
out.
Let me ask you something. As a straight man, if you gotta take a little bean pie out, you ain't gonna put it in your testicle? Huh? As a straight man, you ain't gonna put it up to you.
You've been sneaking stuff out of work through the crotch of your pants.
No, I haven't. No, I have not.
In your ass.
No, I have not done any of that.
Nah.
Oh my God!
Not on this camera.
No, my
Why are
God!
you shoving everything in your ass, Charles Taylor?
I shove everything in my ass. I watch, jail TV.
Damn.
I
So,
watch it.
well, the story has
Yeah.
taken a turn now, to say the
Ain't
least.
nobody gonna suspect you.
He looking like he going to court. They say he might go to grand jury.
Well, he hired Michael Cohen's attorney.
Yeah, he got some lawyers. He lawyered up.
That's funny because I've heard that and I was ready to turn on them, and everybody turned on him.
I'm not ready to turn on the
And that was the crazy thing is it was like it's so easy to turn on a nigga because apparently they like, yo, Chicago PD is making all this shit up,
They did it with OJ.
and we know that.
They ain't arrest nobody yet.
They ain't arrest nobody. They like.
You just sitting
It's
down
a
there
great
with the
it's a great story. It is a great story because if they really made all this shit up, and we know police have made up a lot of shit before,
Yeah.
so it ain't that far
Yeah, it's
fetched.
not-
And if they didn't make it up, and these Nigerian dudes were hired, are we gonna come at them with the same energy we coming at 6ix9ine with for snitching? Because they went in there and folded real fast. If that's the
But
case.
we don't
They are
see-
not
see-
gang members.
And
How
see,
the fuck?
You gonna put an actor
If
up
we
to
are
a gang
if we
member?
are co-conspirators,
Wait a second,
do
wait a
not
second,
snitch
sir.
on me.
Do you realize that these are two young brothers who just was like, oh, we can do this thing real quick, and then the federal government sat in that room and said, this is how much time you about to get.
Like what the fuck?
Also-
You think they shouldn't snitch?
Nah, you agreed to do it.
Nigga, this is the you ain't.
If
It's
you
not a heist.
if I agree to
This is
some
not
shit,
a fucking heist.
so you don't think it's odd that it's two Nigerians?
They cutty.
No, nigga. This sound realistic to you? That Juicy Smollett went to Nigeria and got two Nigerian niggas.
he didn't go to Nigeria.
Nigga, they said he got him in Nigeria, bruh.
He be fucking everywhere.
He paid for them niggas to come to America to do this shit.
Wait a
That's the
second.
story.
Wait a
Is he
second,
Tony
wait a second,
Soprano?
wait a second,
Like, who
wait,
the
wait,
fuck?
wait.
Important niggas.
Exact-
So when did Lee Davis take that picture with him?
Right after Dame Dad.
He hired security.
I'm just like, yo, I just want to hold off.
Okay, but
my
wait a second, wait a second,
judgment.
wait a second, wait. Can I ask you to pause for 1 second, sir?
Okay, say whatever.
How many hoopers do you know who fly females out to come smash?
That's what I'm saying.
So
No, that's a whole different.
no, it's
flight.
not a whole different flight.
No, that's
It's
shocking
not a whole
all this
different
shit.
flight.
Nigga, when they call the nigga
Juicy
permission to
Smollett
fly,
ain't getting no NBA.
He's getting television money. If he's getting $100,000,
Yeah.
he's getting at minimum $100,000 an
But
episode.
what makes you think
20
he getting
episodes a
$100,000?
Cool deal.
bruh?
You can't fly out no
Even
pussy.
50,000.
I mean,
But who says he's getting $100,000?
let's say he's getting 60.
15,000.
Yeah,
He can afford that,
he can fly some
Nigeria,
niggas out.
especially on Spirit.
Nigeria, they come to box.
And
I'm talking about FedEx.
he's doing live shows. He got fly out money.
$15,000. How you shooting shows in places like
The
this?
fact that you think that you think a nigga on the black flagship show of Fox Television is only getting $15,000 an episode.
No, that's-
says how little you feel about black people, sir. What
Yes,
you talking
black
about?
people, this is
That
Black
nigga's
History
getting
Month.
bread right now.
My-
He eat and
Nigga.
he find out what.
Yeah.
What
He ain't flying out pussy. He flying out big Nigerian niggas.
what all I'm saying
They
is
call it pussy, I think.
Same thing.
Flying out
that
pussy.
seems very far fetched that a nigga on a hit TV show goes and gets not any American people but Nigerian niggas.
Yeah, and like here's the thing too.
When you meet that dude with the dumb wife, well, she's usually foreign, right? It's not no American.
No, but hold on.
Once again,
Hold on.
it's so easy to believe that some niggas is doing this shit instead of the one people we know who do this shit all the time, the police.
And like I can put together all these things that seem far fetched about it, but I can't. Like he did such a bad job of the shit. Like if I'm gonna set myself up, he ain't a dumb motherfucker. He should win an Oscar for his performances right now on the news and shit.
What if
But he
Empire-
hired two black people to pretend to be white people. He wouldn't even like two buff black people.
Just like when OJ just happened to drop the glove.
Here's the thing, bruh. You acting like he thought far enough ahead to say, and if y'all get caught, this is the no.
if
Man,
he thought
was
far
gonna
enough
get away
ahead
with
to
it.
import niggas from Africa, then he had to
He
think
thought
far
he was
enough
gonna get
ahead.
away with
Of
it.
course not. And once again, this is what I'm saying. It just seems weird that they got niggas and now Africans pitted against each other
I'm not putting it
on
against
some
nobody.
fake shit. Because we
put
saw
all
it
it together.
But if we saying that these niggas snitched on them now, then you know what that's gonna cost. We just got the Wakanda Forever. We just got united. This seems just a little bit sketchy, my nigga.
So you're saying it's not sketchy that he faked a racially motivated attack in the city of Chicago. He faked this in negative 20-degree weather. He faked all this thing.
We don't know that he faked on YouTube. We don't know that he faked.
And the fact that you don't believe him this is what niggas go through.
Nobody from the Chi believes him because that's not how Chicago gets down.
But that shit happens.
What do you mean that's not how Chicago gets down? He wasn't attacked by Chicago niggas. Like, what do you... He wasn't on the south side. He wasn't beat up by niggas
Okay, so-
for famous axe niggas.
So wait.
He wasn't Chief Keef's people.
Wait a second. So you're saying Juicy was attacked by two white dudes.
Yes.
Then the cops said, no, we found these two black dudes and they copping for the charges. You feel it? So you feel Juicy was actually attacked by two white people in negative 20-degree weather in Chicago where somebody said this MAGA country. That's not even how Chicago people talk, white or black.
That is a lie, nigga. I've been to Chicago one time.
Nah, man.
And I heard
that ain't how
3
shot get down.
times.
That's not how shot get down.
The N-word. Because I was on the white side of town.
Could we also maybe go a step further and suggest that maybe these two Nigerian fools jumped this motherfucker on their own, thinking they was gonna come up and rob this dude, and then just killed out and like use that as an excuse, like, oh no, he hired us to do the shit.
Well,
Remember, folks, Chicago isn't racist. Just America.
All I will say about the situation is that maybe those Nigerians are here to help out LeBron, and they're going to trade a couple of those young cats and get those
Such a
Nigerians.
commercial, man.
That's a good way to wrap up that topic. Because a lot of shit happened. All right, next big story. A lot of rap stories. Let's start with 21. Yes.
I don't believe. Now that's a nigga. I
He
don't
back in
believe.
jail. Now, since last week he had got out, he was happy because they had let him out. Then they put him back in for skipping out on the show. Basically, they charged him with what they call it type of theft? Theft by deception. Because the lady paid him, and then
He didn't perform.
he left. Yeah, and they showed the footage, and he said he left because the opening act was whack, and he couldn't have his gun on him. The opening act was whack. He had on cargo shorts and
That's
like a t-shirt and a backpack. He looked real. It was terrible. The
He
song
was
bad.
wiggity whack.
Yeah,
Wiggity.
but he went to jail for it. He got out, back out. He ain't in jail like currently, but he did all right back in jail as soon as he got out. So I don't know. It ain't looking like he gonna be here in the long run. I think they getting him up out.
Yeah.
They're working on getting him out.
I mean, when I think about it, that nigga's pretty British. He got that Harry Potter tattoo on his face.
Right.
And he
Talk
talk
like an anime character.
and,
Yeah, he looked good.
and his gun is called the stick. And I'm like, yeah, I know Harry Potter uses the fucking wizardry.
He said stick all the time.
It's the one.
Yeah, like, nigga, you not fooling with us. Nigga. You read Harry Potter and it just made it trap.
We never thought about that too. You damn sure say stick. Now we gotta listen to all his
I
raps.
won't.
We gotta listen to all his raps and look for British
First
blues.
of all, I think we need to, ride with 21 Savage. He dropped arguably one of the best albums of last year.
Who?
21 Savage?
Nigga,
That's the
why?
last year?
Yeah.
What you talking about, Issa?
Nah.
I am
I
ready.
am greater than I was.
Issa, is that?
Wow.
Issa is a British word.
Ain't nobody listening to
It's
that.
I'm trying to see what Issa means.
I ain't listening to that shit.
It's a slang of
I mean,
Reese dropped last year.
since he took off his jewelry and shit, he tried to have a positive message, he tried to do shit. You know what I mean? Just because he's from England don't mean we need to turn on this motherfucker.
I support the black man as a person, as a human being,
He's
but
long.
but his craft, I don't really care. Like, I don't care.
Yeah, I didn't say I was gonna turn on him. I'm just, hip to what the fuck that nigga is up to. Like, I watched Harry Potter, and nigga come up with a new story. Like, this plagiarism at this point.
Yeah,
That's what he should be in jail for.
All right, now I figured it out. He a spy for the International Security Service Association.
Mhm.
Oh, so he just put his whole. He funded his
That's why he over there.
campaign.
Yeah,
with
he
his
trying to
album.
send money back to the ISSA.
Oh shit! Hey,
And
shouts
now
out
we
to,
know what it is.
shouts out to Jerry Talonoptis who just sent me some.
All right, so now we're gonna get the rapper news gonna get darker and darker.
My skin color or what?
We going to Shaq West.
Actually-
so yes.
No, Shaq West. He in the Me Too movement topic.
Is
We'll
he
get to
even
that
a
later.
big enough story to even talk
We
about?
talking about
Yeah.
6ix9ine
He's on
now.
camera.
We
I
gotta
get
talk
that.
about 6ix9ine now.
Oh, so we're going to start light.
Okay,
6ix9ine is apparently
Snitching on
looking to
everybody.
get out by January 2020.
Daniel Ortiz.
Yes. And so they say he decided to admit to putting out the hit and admit to a whole bunch of other shit. And he's gonna work with him. And his baby mama was on Vlad, and she said that it's fucked up, and she's scared for her life, and the family's scared. Lil Boosie said he's gonna get killed if we come out. It's gonna last a month. I just want to know, can he, like a lot of people, can he still rap? What he gonna do?
No.
Once say he get out in January,
No more.
what do he
6ix9ine out.
do? That's it. He just
You're done.
Yeah, witness protection.
damn.
Done.
You see that show, Lilyhammer?
He can't do a live show.
He can't do
Well,
too much.
no, you better do that shit on
Stand in front
virtual
of a
reality.
crowd.
You better do that shit Facebook Live.
Yeah.
He got all those dumbass tattoos on his face.
Nah, they can take them shit off.
Nah, they can't.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, Pharrell took all his sleeves off. You can take that shit off real
That
quick.
shit is on his face. He gonna have a big ass welt.
Yeah,
That's
he's
fine.
gonna have a hole. He's gonna have a hole in his face.
He got all those 6ix9ine.
He's gonna have a hole in his face. You want a welt? You want a welt or a hole in that
That's gonna be
motherfucker?
another welt.
Yeah.
Right? You're right.
No, it's that Treyway. You know about that
fast,
Treyway.
man. He just this time last year he was on top of the rap world. He had all the hits and songs with niggas. And
Nobody ever knew his songs. Niggas every last year they were like, niggas, stop what you doing, you gonna die.
I like how y'all believe like this nigga can't just become a white person. We've seen it so many times.
I didn't think about that.
That nigga gonna have a comb over. He gonna be in the Hamptons somewhere. He might live in Montana.
Oh,
He
he got
might
new
live in
teeth.
Montana,
He definitely
not
got
the
new
Hamptons.
teeth.
He could be a tattoo artist in any fucking obscure fucking mountain town.
And then never heard of his music either.
And he can still make.
He
can still get his royalties.
In
He
there
can
and be
still
like,
get
You're
his
like, nah, man,
royalties.
he just got the tattoos like that.
Hey, so it might not be so bad for old 6ix9ine.
He gonna have that madman hairdo.
Nah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That nigga good.
All right, now we gotta get dark. We gotta get dark.
Darker than snitch.
YMW Melly.
Oh, my
That is dark.
nigga.
That is dark.
I fuck with that nigga.
Now this got me okay. All right, okay. Now this
Yeah,
dude
do
that got charged with killing not only his rap partners, but a dude he been knowing since they was in fourth
That's
grade.
friend.
Yeah. Sometimes a nigga gotta die.
You don't know what that nigga is.
Sometimes
Been holding on
he got-
to since fourth grade.
And
That was the closest
let me
niggas
get-
you gotta kill.
passed me in front of school.
he literally just now starting to blow up. He had all these appearances lined up. He was on these
And
interviews.
Kanye.
I was in
I was
Kanye
listening
song.
to it.
And he got some decent songs.
I fuck with it.
I ain't fucking
And then he got a song called Murder on My Mind.
That's
His
that
hit.
And
That's
the
a great
lyrics is so descriptive. And it's like,
we were just listening.
was he trying to tell us already?
Yes,
Like, in the
that
song?
He
was a
made that
Tesla
song before
moment.
he killed those niggas.
Okay.
I don't know.
So was he like? Was that song like a premeditated? Like can they use that as evidence of
Nah.
premeditation?
Either way, the nigga told you I have murder
On my mind.
Yeah.
He did.
In the documentary I
He need a
watched,
hug, man.
Oh, definitely.
he's a very,
Yeah, he's a regular
He's
person.
very normal person for the most part. Your
He
mama,
just talk that shit.
He just got murder on his mind.
He got murder.
Ooh.
Who did he do a documentary with?
one of them hip hop sites.
But
It's about 25 minutes. They talk to his mama. They talk to the two dudes he murdered.
He allegedly murdered because Melly would never do that.
Yeah, actually, it is allegedly.
Well-
He's still saying he didn't do it. He's saying he's innocent.
well, I don't
Dead or
believe
alive.
him
Oh, I believe it.
because I listened to Murder on My Mind many times.
He changed it to mischief on my mind.
Yeah, but I got murder on my mind. Also, you can't say that.
I'm sorry, but
And
when
he
you,
died inside my arms.
yes, but
Blood
that,
all on my shirt. That's a testimony.
Yeah.
right
no,
there.
you know what? I hate to say that, but that was a metaphor for society and where we're going as a culture and a country. The blood on my the blood on my shirt is just the disrespect.
He told
and
me
the
he was
vulgarity.
afraid to die. I said, my friend, it's too late.
Yeah, I'm afraid to change my ways. I'm glad you brought that up. I'm afraid to change my ways as a culture, as a people. But we have to. It has to die off.
I didn't mean to shoot him. He just caught me by surprise. These are his lyrics.
So then, when he
Sometimes-
shot the first dude by mistake, he had to shoot the second one on purpose because he saw him shoot the first dude by
No,
mistake.
that's it. That's
And
it.
then he had to say, "Oh shit,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
we gotta make it look like a
Everybody know
drive-by."
that. I'm
Because
sorry.
I can't go to
saw
jail
he-
for murder.
I know the rule.
No witnesses.
I got a hit. I got a song with
I
Kanye.
thought of
If I'm
We
a
got
Glock
shot.
one,
I gotta do this. I got some cayenne mud.
Yeah,
You got
They didn't get shot. We got shot.
Again, that was
I just survived.
again, that was a metaphor for the election of Donald Trump. At
Yeah.
first, we didn't win, but now we have to come back and defeat him in the polls.
I was trying to play it, and Jill was like, "You can't. Please turn this off. I don't
Man,
want
Jill
to
ain't
listen
gonna
to.
let you listen to
I
nobody
don't want to listen to the
problematic.
murderer. Yeah, she
I
can't listen to the murderer.
Women hate
I
that
know.
shit,
I know one thing.
but it's catchy.
This shit happened to young Draco.
He shot them niggas.
Then Draco.
Self
Shot his
defense.
back.
Self
Took the
defense.
mask off.
You know, he
Who was it?
It was me.
All right, now we can talk about the rappers, the Me Too movement in hip hop that occurred this week or should occur. We talked about it last episode.
Continues to occur.
Has been occurring
We
since
really
July
need we
1st.
really need to get this going since
But women continue to be
hashtag our
hoes.
thing.
Whoa.
Since they pulled that lady titty out on the gin and juice.
Had a couple Me Too moments this week. First, old news, but that's kind of news. R. Kelly,
New sex tape.
new sex tape #1.
Man, it's always good to be in the studio.
And before that, Philadelphia, I guess he can go to like Pittsburgh, but Philadelphia said he can't come to that town. You are banned from Philadelphia. Don't come over here. The Chicago police said he can't sleep in that. He can't sleep in that goddamn studio.
Siegel.
We closing it at 11 o'clock. It's a studio, not a residence, so he can't stay there no more. He tried to stay there because he got kicked out of his houses, so he can't stay there no more. And he got a new sex tape. So R. Kelly is about out of here. At least America.
What's scary
He
is
can
he
go overseas and do
he's
stuff.
probably got as many sex tapes as he got songs.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just
They
unreleased
said he
sex tapes.
takes everything.
Yeah.
He
said-
real.
When he said in the movie when he says the brother was like he came to me, he didn't say I can't stop fucking young girls. He said I can't stop filming. That was his shit. He never was like, oh, I got a problem with girls. He's like, I can't stop taping these bitches.
He got so
You
many.
got tapes and tapes of this shit.
I deleted all my R. Kelly music, man.
Yeah.
Deleted all of it.
He the
Gone,
Tupac
man.
of
He
sex
doesn't exist no
tapes.
more.
And don't
He done.
somebody turn your
Sorry,
damn
Dale,
word.
he does.
Turn that shit off.
I still got my track.
The thing is,
DVD.
Nah.
You can do that, but somebody gonna play
Nah,
it.
when you start
You're
fucking,
gonna hear it at some point, and it's gonna remind you of when you used to
fuck
like
yeah.
it, and you can't forget
Yeah,
the
somebody
lyrics.
needs to do something
You
about
can't
it.
unlearn the lyrics. You already know the songs. You just
Yeah,
in
but
your head.
it's a different meaning now.
Yeah.
It's a different meaning now.
Yeah.
It's not,
You cannot sing along, but you know it. You
Yeah.
know it.
Oh, yeah.
It's fucked up.
It really hasn't hit DJs yet though, because I've heard that out frequently, and not in like any hip spot, but it's like usually some like cornball ass like.
We
top
heard it. He
40
couldn't
shit.
do it on last
So,
night.
like I say-
he's doing B2K.
If we can-
And
if-
that's how I was like, nah,
if we-
it's still R. Kelly, motherfucker. No R. Kelly song.
If we can make it that easy, it's gonna be. We're gonna have to do that with rap. So this week's rap Me Too candidates are Mystical, which already
I mean,
he canceled
He
himself
guilty.
because of lack of hits.
Whoa.
He ain't had no song in a long time that we cared about.
Yeah, you act like them three
He
songs.
got some songs that we used to care
on them
about.
3 songs.
Don't get me wrong,
He
yeah.
didn't do it.
Man right here
Yeah.
is still the shit.
Clearly, he don't need to be touring off them 3 songs because he don't know how to act on the road.
I mean, he still act like it's 92 and Master P is on top.
But yeah, he done got released for his second rape charge. Like how many times you got to rape before you keep going to jail? Like they shouldn't let people out
Just pay for pussy.
after rape. You should be in there good for rape.
But Game of Thrones is not about that. It's about the power.
Thank you. Yeah, when it's never about fire.
Especially his
Yeah.
first rape. His
Yeah.
first rape was all about power because he made that girl like film let him film her, and he made her suck people's dicks. And he don't know what to do. But this time,
That's some Ramsey Bolton shit.
this time I think he just. What did he do this time? Was it just flat out just one-on-one took some pussy?
I just heard he got accused of. I did not read the full report.
He didn't
At this
get
point,
accused of, he got convicted.
I mean, convicted, accused either way, buried the motherfucker under the
Either way, so he one rapper that I forgot who last week. Last week we didn't have a clear cut person, but this week our first Me Too movement rapper is Mystical. Now the second second candidate is still up for debate. Shaq West.
Who is that?
I got
Mo
Because he's saying
How
it
do you-
good.
Say another song.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Gmail. He got
Shaq and Lil Bo.
He got Kyrie Irving.
Live Shaq West, Die Shaq West.
Yeah, he had Kyrie
These are
Irving.
all album
Thank
cuts.
you.
These
These are
are
deep
not.
cuts.
These are not.
Deep cuts.
Deep
Shaq
Tell me
West.
these B-sides.
Forever Destined. You ever heard of that?
According to his ex-girlfriend,
Sure, that
who was also a celebrity, celebrity, I guess, social
She bigger
life.
than that nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She said Justine Scott said he was following her in a car full of motherfuckers, and they got out and beat up her friend she was with.
Goldman.
I guess Gold Link was one. He
Nigga.
ain't put out no statement.
Yeah, he got some. Yeah, I mean, they
Gold
probably
Link ain't
just-
said nothing. He ain't tweeted nothing.
Are you serious? Gold
But
ain't tweeting.
but then Shaq West was like, "That's bullshit. I ain't never did that. You lying." So is I guess it's he say she say.
Yeah, he gonna live
He
Shaq
tweet,
West. He gonna die Shaq.
He tweet, she
Yeah.
tweet. So I mean,
I'm on the side of Gold
I
Link.
guess we got to see how this would go.
But
But
then there's
One-
videos of him jumping the fence, coming at, you know what I'm saying, being aggressive at the crib. It's like, bruh, just let
oh
it go.
well, see if it's video evidence, I didn't know it was video.
But it's just him, you know, on the property where she was like, "You're not supposed to be here," and he was trying to get in. It's like that's not.
Oh, that's not good.
That ain't good.
That's
Oh,
not a
hold
good
on,
sign.
hold on. In his defense,
Go
he
ahead.
might need something. Nigga, I've been at places where the bitch was like, "Get out of here." I'm like, "Look, I need my birth certificate." And she like, "Fuck you, nigga, you gay," and all this shit. She said anything. She said anything. They're all fake. But I was there. I had to be there. It might have looked like I was in the wrong from the third person. She's screaming all this shit about my daddy. Like, I don't even know my daddy, but she was screaming it out the window. But I had to stay strong. And, you know, you might look at me crazy, but I needed that.
There you go. See, so that's another
That's what could have happened.
Y'all didn't
Yeah,
think about it. They didn't even think about it like
I don't know how I didn't come up with it.
Perspectives.
Shaq West might need this too.
You know, be honest, sometimes you need something, you know.
Give my charger.
Right. He could have just had the cord in the box.
I want my charger. Give me my
You
charger.
never know. You never know.
I got 300 points on that Rouse card. That's gonna be 30 cents off his gas, bitch. I need that card.
Give me my tap card.
You know you gotta take your own bags around. He probably had a whole cache bags that he used when he goes to motherfucking food for less.
I still got $25 on that gift card.
Nigga, that's my candy.
Get
I
the
bought
ball
that
and
shit.
shit.
I mean, my dispensary punch card.
That's vanilla jasmine. They don't even,
Yeah.
that's
2 punches
seasonal.
away from a free grant.
That's a seasonal fragrance.
And them
of
candles ain't cheap.
I left some socks.
If you got to have a nice worth of candle left on your burn, you want the rest of your burn. I want all my burns worth.
My socks.
All your birds were?
Yeah, yeah. All right, now let's get political.
Oh. Yeah, we did.
So I want to get this in. We always forget to talk about it. But we
No,
got
we don't.
a new black candidate,
Who?
Cory Booker.
Oh, I thought he was already in.
He officially announced. So now we got
Yeah,
him.
the nigga has
Kamala,
done superhero
I don't understand Pat's disdain towards Cory Booker, but
Wait.
blind support
What's
for
light
So
skin.
talk about Cory. Tell him about Cory Booker.
Cory Booker. He started in Newark, New Jersey. He moved into the
Don't fuck
project.
with that nigga already.
He moved into the project so he could be closer to his poorest
constituents?
constituents.
Hold up.
Go ahead.
You want me to vote for a nigga
Yes.
that voluntarily?
Yes.
No, I
Yes.
don't like this
He
nigga
needs to be
thinking.
amongst
Yes.
the people.
So
No,
he moved into the project and to live amongst his constituents. Then later on, when he was, I guess, in the Senate, he saved people from a burning building.
Yes, he did.
Ran into a burning
Ran into a
building.
saved lives.
Oh shit.
Exactly. I'm not fucking with this dumbass
Put an S on your
nigga.
chest.
No,
man.
he was-
Cory Booker.
Yeah.
You gonna elect this nigga and he gonna fuck around and get beat up and thrown off a cliff easily, cause he the nigga that think he could do all that shit. No,
Kamala
wrong.
Harris,
He think he Vin
Kamala
Diesel.
Harris locked up
Yeah,
every
he
nigga in
gonna
San
square up with
Francisco.
he
and
gonna
Pat
square
was
up with
good.
Putin, son. He gonna be at the
Once
World
again.
Summit. You want to throw hands? We can throw
Is
hands
he
right now.
Republican or Democrat?
Once again, you've
Democrat.
never been on a BART train, stuck underneath water, and heard a nigga, "Hey, I got grapes. You got grapes? You want grapes? I got grapes. I got grapes, cuz I got grapes. I got grapes.
So that's all good.
I got grapes."
This nigga saved children. He saved people from a home.
Niggas
you
been
gonna
dead
shit
by
on
But that's
now.
not rash. That's not
Look.
that's not what you want your president to
That
do.
is
My
not
president-
Yes, it is.
That's the type of dude you want your president to be.
I got him
That's
to
the
him
thing.
last year when he called.
We-
Who did he get mad at? He got real angry.
Yeah, it was
Kavanaugh.
testimony. It was Kavanaugh, wasn't it? It was during the hearings.
Some went viral. That's when I got really.
Yeah.
Okay,
Nah,
watch.
fuck with him.
Nigga, what happened? One of them Kennedys was.
Oh, yeah, old
nigga,
girl
nigga,
announced her.
This nigga doing too much, bro.
Nah,
You gotta
they
be
gonna-
cool.
they gonna put the hit out on him.
You gotta be safe.
They
He's
gonna
still,
put the hit
he's
out.
still taking money. He's still taking money and shit. He's got high corporate backing right now.
Also,
That's his problem.
Also, I'm just not nigga. I mean, just the way I see it is, if you grew up in impoverished area or down and out, whatever the case may be, it's no way you gonna make it and then move into the projects. What you would do is you would take some of the people and bring them to some nice shit. Why the fuck would you move into the project?
That's
Nigga,
Because
if
the
you-
project is the nice
Nigga,
shit.
if that's
what
not
they
the most
gentrifying, man.
pandering shit to me, hey,
That's
I'ma
not
just
pandering.
stay.
How
I'ma
do
just stay.
Nah,
How
in
do
the
I
project,
understand
even though I can
Okay,
afford a
wait a
house.
second. Check this out. He in the neighborhood he moved into. He got on Twitter during a snowstorm and said, "Yo, we're trying to get trucks out, but I will come and personally shovel your driveway
That's
if
commendable.
you need."
He does that shit. He's
People
the
hit him
man.
up on Twitter like, "Yo, I need help," and he went and
And
shoveled the
shoveled up,
driveway.
Yes.
driveway.
If you needed your driveway shoveled and that nigga shoveled it, what you gonna be happy to
No, nigga, go hire some people to shovel that shit, nigga.
Y'all just wasting
Go hire
taxpayers'
some real shit.
dollars.
Why are you doing petty shit, nigga?
No.
What the fuck? Go hire, spend some goddamn money. Send the trucks down the street.
You mean no
What
fucking
the fuck I need you to
I don't
fuck
even know
my
why I'm
life?
trying to put up reasonable arguments for you right now.
You jackass. You congressman, niggas got signs and paper
Hire
read
somebody
some
to
shit.
shovel all the
Do
driveways.
this goddamn man.
You
I don't want no
just said
goddamn
services
manual
was
labor politician,
He
nigga.
was just showing.
Public service
His-
was a blizzard.
his character.
Services was already
He
back.
was showing his character, his morals.
And you saying it's Cuddy? He stepped out and stepped
Trying
out.
to-
No, I'm saying this nigga's stupid.
One by one.
This just sounds dumb as the
Well,
This nigga wasn't
Okay, I got it. It was
There's no
another.
Batman.
It was another candidate that announced.
Why you don't got other shit to do with
Pat,
your
you
goddamn
gotta
time? Why is your
respect-
day so free? I don't gotta respect that.
No,
nigga.
not this.
The
I'm
president
talking
got
about this
this
one.
one.
I'm calm down.
You gotta respect this one I'm about to announce.
I'm calm down.
This lady who announced her candidacy, Amy Klobuchar, she did it. She did it there in the middle of a snowstorm. Clover,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. Amy the snow lady.
Yeah.
She
Cause
running
she
for
was,
president?
yeah, she announced it in a blizzard, and she was covered in snow by the time she got finished talking.
Blizzard
Is she
candidate.
black?
And she was still talking. She was white.
She announced it in
She's
the
super
middle of
white.
a snowstorm.
Yeah.
The speech was about 15 minutes long. By the 5th minute, she was covered in snow.
Like you can see nothing but a mouth talking at the mic.
Sounds stupid.
It
It
was
sounds
great.
like these.
So I mean, she showed her grit.
All I
She showed no
know
grit.
is
She was stupid. I'd have been like, I would respect her if she would have went, "Yo, man, this was a bad idea." Minnesota, what's up with you? Let's get inside.
Vote
man.
for me. Go Vikings.
that's why I'm
Hey,
gonna keep.
I'm running.
I like her
I'll
for
be
that.
back. I got more to say.
Y'all know my vote is for Kamala.
Oh,
What's her name?
Lonzo.
Cory
Lonzo from Training Day.
no.
All right, now
She gonna shoot all them niggas as soon as she
Officer
gets
Harris.
sworn in. She gonna murder all them white chiefs. I got faith in you, baby.
I kind of we should have brought this up before politics, but whatever. But it's kind of political. Kind of.
Y'all
The Gucci backlash.
Ooh, Gucci
It's hilarious, man.
Gucci fan.
That shit, the Gucci backlash lasted literally.
That's our good
As long
old
as
fashioned
Kwanzaa.
racism of the week.
Nigga, I am
Sixteen
Oh, it
hours.
didn't even
I'm
last as long as
boycotting.
Kwanzaa.
16 hours was Kwanzaa.
To catch him up right quick,
Tell me something past
they
you.
put out a picture of a sweater, a new fashion line, or whatever the fuck they did. And we got on them last week, man.
Okay.
But then since we left last week, motherfucker Floyd and Broner and a couple other people was saying, well, it ain't no big deal, which it kind of ain't. But they was like, it ain't no big deal because y'all gonna be mad at something else next week. And then people was
Yeah, I
like,
support Gucci 100%.
so people was like, we might be, but this is kind of a bigger deal because of the blatant blackface and the blatant $400,000 the next day. So then T.I. made a whole song
Fuck nigga.
for Floyd Mayweather. And you hear the song, it's less harsh and more sympathetic. Like he real sorry. He feels sorry, like, man, you just don't know. You don't get it. You stupid.
T.I. got the weakest diss song.
Yeah,
in hip-hop history.
and so he made this song. So then Floyd got a kind of good counter where he like, well, shit, I listen to y'all rappers who rapping this shit that's no better than what y'all messages y'all spread in the hood. Ain't no different than Gucci saying this shit. So who more disrespectful to the black youth? Blah blah blah. So then it's like, well, Floyd kind of got a point that rappers shouldn't be the most first person to speak up about moral issues. But then everybody else was like,
Especially not T.I.
especially not. But then everybody else was like, nah, Floyd. Besides all that, they telling you that they don't want. They like, look, you're a fucking coon. You spending your money with us. We don't give a fuck about you. So I say this to say this: rappers and all this shit, we've been doing this shit for years. Anything we rap about becomes cool. When do we either A, get paid, or B, stop rapping about the shit? And why do they rap about it so much? Do
We have to
do it make it that much cooler?
The nicest, most expensive shit.
It would make people that cool?
Most expensive shit.
Yeah, extravagant shit. Luxury does make you cool, man.
Yeah.
But
I support you.
it's funny because niggas is mad at Floyd, but Giannis was front row and center at the dunk contest.
And you made a good point.
He not from
And-
America. He don't care about our issues.
But why
Nah,
does he
those
get to
issues
slide?
like-
You
He
was just
agreed
about to
to
slander
it.
the Nigerian niggas that supposedly beat up Juicy.
Greece is racist as fuck.
Yeah, Greece is racist.
And the nigga been out here for what, 6 to 8 years?
He been in on.
But he go back to Greece at
But
the
he-
end of
And,
every
and,
season.
and do you hear what I'm saying, nigga? You making excuses
But
already because he's
I
still
wasn't-
rock, he's
I-
still ball
but
Gucci, he's
no,
still rock Gucci.
I'm not making excuses.
I
I'm not
know.
looking to Giannis Antetokounmpo for social.
Nigga, I'm
And
not looking to Floyd
no,
Mayweather for
yeah,
social
Floyd
nothing.
Right,
Mayweather
so-
beats the fuck out of women and can't read. I don't give a fuck what he got to say. That nigga's gonna go do. He's the money team. That's all he do. Is dumb nigga shit. And T.I.'s a snitch, so I don't want to listen to him either. So
It's funny because I feel Floyd with his point because I'm like, Floyd is looking at like, yo, this shit does not matter because I already understand that Gucci does not fuck with niggas. Like for you to sit there and be like shocked and like, oh, how could y'all do that? It's like, nigga,
nah, but
what do
why
you
does
mean?
Why does he have to go buy $30,000 worth of shit the next day?
Because that's what Floyd does. He's not gonna change his lifestyle because y'all niggas is
He don't
upset.
go to Gucci every other day. and
These
spend
is the same niggas that talk
$400,000.
bad about Floyd Mayweather.
I talk bad.
Just the way Gucci talks bad about niggas. He's like, y'all niggas talk bad about me. It's like none of this shit affects how I'm gonna live my
Well,
life.
he ain't go and give some nigga $400,000 the next day.
You don't know
Talk
that.
bad about him. Yes, I do.
But you don't know that.
Yes, I do.
His homeboy
Oh,
brought
you
up
do,
the
but you
same
don't.
point you
He
made
ain't put that
where
shit on TMZ.
Cause I believe Javante Davis fought this weekend, so that nigga and he was under Mayweather promotion. So a nigga definitely got over 400,000
He got some racks.
from Floyd
Some
Mayweather.
racks.
So should
the point you made, his homeboy made a post and he said the same thing. He was like, 1 minute Floyd is stupid, and the next minute y'all want him to be this social leader. He's like, so pick one. Is he stupid?
No, we don't want.
Is he a
I don't
social
want. We
warrior?
don't want Floyd to be a social leader, but we want him to be an understanding participant. You know what I
And-
mean? If everybody is screaming, "Hey, nigga, fuck Gucci right now," they did some goofy shit. The same way when Jay-Z was like, "Hey, man, buy Ciroc. Let's not buy whatever."
Hold on.
If boys was just like, "Well, I'm still gonna drink Ciroc, even though we trying to support the whatever right now." Why are you drinking Ciroc, fam? Like, we just trying to do a thing.
So I didn't know you disagreed with him.
I initially got upset with Floyd myself.
He disagreed with it.
I put a long
No.
rant on my IG story, and I went off. I was mad because
There's-
Floyd is my favorite boxer.
yeah, he just said.
So I was like,
That's
Floyd,
dumb,
why
That's
would
not-
you do this
That's dumb.
the day after everybody
It's
else?
Black History
It's
Month,
so-
nigga. You
Yeah,
gonna
it's
go
black- all
buy
that shit.
$30,000 worth
And
of Gucci and Black
to
History
me-
Month when they do a blackface fucking sweater?
I
To
support
me,
it.
he was doing it out of spite.
I hear you.
To me, he was doing it despite the protest, which I get why. When he explained why he did it despite the protest, I get why he said, like you say, I'm gonna do what I want to do. Y'all gonna be
Right.
mad about something next week.
This-
They still gonna put out the shit. Y'all still gonna buy the shit from them. Y'all rappers still gonna rap about the shit and rap about bitches and hoes and smoking weed and selling dope. He like some
The
big
bitches and hoes aren't in blackface.
But what's worse though?
Child,
talking about
and
actual
One
black
sweater
people.
actually ain't really worse than
he don't know
promoting all
that
this drug use.
He think your sweater's correct. He don't know shit.
I support him. I support
Also,
Gucci.
this is a man who's experienced for at least a good decade straight mob mentality, and he understands how easy that is to like be there and go away.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when niggas, oh, Conor gonna beat his ass, Pacquiao gonna beat his ass. That's the same way niggas like, nigga, we boycott Gucci. Guess what? Everybody ain't gotta boycott Gucci. Why do niggas act like, oh, Floyd, you gotta do this? He's like, nigga, I don't have to do nothing.
They ain't saying you gotta do it, but they saying you ain't gotta go there the next
You
day.
do realize that if
You act like this nigga had a camera crew.
Wait,
with him. Like,
wait.
he walked, he was
Wait,
going
wait,
there and
Yeah,
wait,
you
TMZ
know
was
he
like,
did. You know that nigga called them up and was like, hey, I'm about to go to Gucci.
we know
You gonna be
Floyd
here.
called up TMZ.
Yes, Floyd called up TMZ.
wait,
So he
Talk
Juicy
about-
Smollett now.
Yes,
Every nigga Juicy Smollett.
everybody is Juicy Smollett. Do
I
you
don't
know
think
that?
that-
You know how
Every
Hollywood
Juicy
shit works?
Smollett.
I don't think Mayweather has to call anybody. I think they just watching.
Nah.
No, that's probably true too. I mean, he is
Yo,
rich
fuck
and they
Floyd,
are
gotta go
so
sit
many
outside
fucking
his house.
businesses. Yeah, there's people with cameras out.
But that
there.
brings me to my other question: why do rappers, with all this power they've had over the years, you would think rappers would like demands? I remember Grand Puba at least made a fuss about Tommy Hilfiger, and he made a little, made a little settlement. He got a little bit of money. So why won't other rappers say shit like, "I'll rap about this shit all the time. I just need a check"? Because y'all know if I rap about it, motherfuckers gonna think go get it. Like Jay-Z can rap about fucking Bud Light, and everybody gonna want Bud Lights.
Well, Jay-Z's always strategically changed what he rapped about and didn't rap about, and it has had an effect on how certain people did business.
Change the
rappers
market
just-
share on Grey Goose.
Mm-hmm.
I support
I think they should stop shouting that shit out.
When you say that, nigga, like that's to say that that's not happening right now, and we know for sure. Well, I know for sure that's happening right now.
Yeah,
There's a
my
reason
favorite
why.
rappers do it.
Yeah, because remember when fucking Nelly did the Air Force
Oh,
One?
man,
that
blew up.
nigga got
They
money.
made Air Force One prices go up.
Travis Scott and Drake are sponsored by Jordan.
Low top Air Force Ones went from $59.99 to $79.99 in one summer because of that fucking song.
Rihanna had the Pumas.
Mm-hmm.
Meek Mill got the Pumas.
Kanye and all of Adidas.
But the difference is at least they got a check. These other motherfuckers rapping about all these brands that like the Gucci.
When you say
and the
these
Fendi's,
other motherfuckers, who is you talking
the
about?
other popular
Lil Pump
rappers,
said that he don't fuck with Gucci no
Basically
more.
everybody.
He's gonna keep performing Gucci gang.
everybody that ever said
Yeah,
a
yeah,
line that had
yeah.
Gucci in
I'm
it,
not gonna give a
or
fuck when
Prada
they all
in it,
got-
or
all
Fendi
got-
in it, or Yves Saint Laurent, or any of these Italian motherfuckers that don't even listen to rap.
Because I'm
At
like,
least shout out to people that fuck with you.
Shout out for Louis Vuitton.
2 Chainz got the Balenciagas. So I'm like, they get money, and we act like it ain't
Fair
product
enough.
placement, but it's for show product placement,
Yeah.
and they definitely cashing the
Either
check.
pay them for their free promotion,
Now,
or
if you
stop rapping that. Stop
like,
yelling, shouting that shit out.
you think rappers is just rapping about Uber and not Lyft for a reason?
It's easier to rhyme with Uber.
Yeah. When they start talking about Uber Eats and shit, man, it's gonna be.
I love it.
I see.
I love it.
The one good thing to come out of this is the memes, the Gucci memes, and
Really?
and all that shit, and people talking about how it's the easiest thing to boycott and all that shit. 'Cause they,
Yeah, because that's a
my
lot.
thing. I say this too. I want to put this out. I said it on my story. If you must wear Gucci, buy the bootleg shit. If this is the time is now to wear bootleg fashion, high fashion shit. Fuck them. Who cares? Support the fucking East Indian and the East African down in Canal Street that's supporting their families. That shit look the same. Okay, so what? It break in a week. It was $8. Buy another one. You only wore that one night to the club anyway. You just want somebody to see your GG bill. Who cares? Buy your fake GG shoes and take it like $10. Wear them once. Don't nobody know you gonna get the bitch gonna fuck. If she fucking for brands anyway, she don't know the difference. So you can spend $16 and look like you spent thousands.
You really won't though. You'll
And
look like
you
you spent $16.
Man, I done seen some
Niggas can
amazing
smell
bootlegs.
fake.
I done seen some amazing fakes on Canal Street. I'm telling you, it's
Bro,
2019. They got some
You
good.
go up and purposely
fakes.
bump into a nigga sweatshirt and be like, that fabric.
They got fake Rolexes.
That's
Tear that nigga whole sleeve off.
I done seen a fake Rolex that had the dial that don't like the real ones.
I got a real good fake.
Like,
Rolex,
I'm telling
and
you,
that
it's
thing
some-
still ticks.
Oh.
My
telling
mama
you,
got it
man.
for me in 2000.
If y'all must wear that shit, fake it.
I'm gonna be real.
That's how you fuck over the designers, the Italian races.
Taiwan.
They don't know nothing
Taiwan.
about that shit.
That
I'm
shit's
gonna be
fire.
real with y'all, man. I've always wanted a Gucci shirt, so.
Get a fake one.
Nah, nigga.
You can't tell me those T-shirts that just say Gucci with the screen print ain't no different from the real one.
I did not say I wanted that shirt.
You can
nigga.
get a
I said
Versace or a
Gucci
Louis
shirt.
Vuitton, man. You ain't
No.
gotta get a Gucci.
All that shit. They got.
It's
some-
psychological for me.
I am here for the fakes.
I'm gonna feel
All right,
different.
let's talk about
I'm
some
gonna feel
sports.
different.
It was All-Star
I'm gonna wear them
Weekend.
gold frame
Should we start
glasses.
All-Star Weekend or NFL?
All stuff.
It ain't shit happening in the NFL.
Yes, it did.
Somebody went to the Browns or something.
Kareem Hunt
Oh yeah.
went to the Browns.
Didn't you already talk about
Colin Kaepernick got some
20
back pay.
million, 20
I
million.
got 100.
This some NFL news.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But yeah, the thing about Kareem Hunt, I want to bring this up because, like Ray Rice, anybody else who whooped somebody on camera, especially.
You can't say whoop.
Yeah,
Ray
that
Rice,
ain't
bro.
the
That
same.
ain't whoop.
Well,
That was
Ray
a,
Rice knocked
that was a
bitch
flawless
out.
victory. And then dragged her.
hold up. Who?
Ray Rice.
Oh, I thought we was talking about Kareem Hunt.
No,
I
I
seen
brought
that
up
video.
I brought up Ray Rice to
Yeah.
say this. Anybody that got caught on video doing some shit, they at least had to wait a whole year.
But he just kind of
We reported Flight 60. I was looking at my notes. Flight 60 reported that the Chiefs had cut him.
10 flights.
They just
10
cut him.
flights in. That boy good.
Flight 70.
That
I'm
boy so
telling
good.
y'all that he
That
is
boy so
back in
good.
the
He
NFL.
was the rushing leader 2
You know
seasons
what I'm
ago.
saying?
Ray Rice was coming off a 1,200 yard
And
He
I-
was
Wait,
not
wait,
the
wait,
rushing
wait, wait,
leader.
Excuse me,
He wasn't
Ray
having
Rice did not.
Rick had like 815 as his
That was a
no,
manipulated
no.
video. That was a
Shut
manipulated.
the fuck up.
That was a manipulated
What is
video.
your
I hear you. No, I only know this because when the shit happened, me and Cheech was doing our podcast, So PC, and she looked up that nigga's stats. And as soon as she saw him, she was like, "What? Oh yeah, that nigga weak." That nigga's having like 2.5 yards.
No,
a
so
carry.
that's why he hit her.
Yeah,
Nah,
Okay.
He was like, that's why you can't run like you do.
Yeah.
no, alleged.
That stiff arm weak, nigga.
But yeah, so fast forward to Kareem Hunt, like we say, 10 weeks, 10 flights later, he was back
Cleveland
signed.
was like, we let Jim Brown hang a woman off the dog.
I'm
And
sorry.
we had Willie
We'll be
Green,
fine.
who also got into a stabbing incident with his girlfriend. So we have a nice pass with violent running back.
Ray, let me tell you about Ray Rice. Ray Rice was getting something off of
When he
this
gets to the
woman's
NFL.
chin.
2,000 yards from the season.
No, she had something on her chin in the elevator. It was cake, I believe, because they were just dining for a woman's event. And it made it look really bad because he had slipped.
He was like,
He had slipped a little, and he had gotten. It made it look like he hit her really bad, but it was all a misunderstanding.
And I do
Manipulated
understand.
video.
I think that was her story.
manipulated video.
Jim Brown should be able to hang somebody over the balcony.
Oh,
Michael
yeah.
Jackson did it. Really. That little white kid, that little white child.
You mean
Hey,
bad?
people over balconies ain't.
A blanket? You mean a blanket?
That kid had a paper bag over his head.
He's more worried about the bag coming off his head.
Yeah, we can see that face,
Oh, who got the
man.
bag? Oh,
Definitely a missing child, man.
Oh my!
motherfucking Mike.
I miss him.
He on that Studio 54 documentary too.
I miss
He's
Mike.
still brown on that document. Anyway, so that's NFL. Yeah, and Colin got paid out, and they saying that
Eric Reed.
they thinking the team gonna do the right thing. One dude said either the Patriots or the Panthers gonna
Nigga,
do
you
the
can't,
right thing.
you can't
can't
go
come
to
back.
court and then be like, I'm gonna settle for X amount of dollars, and then be like, I'm doing the right thing.
His agent said he still want to play. So
He'll never play in the
You
NFL.
should
No.
not play in the NFL again.
He's about to play in the NFL.
Like, he
He
gonna
goes
come
to the
back to the
Patriots.
NFL and be
If
garbage.
he go
And
to the
every
Patriots,
white person just being like,
He
we
will be
told
garbage.
you he was trash.
He ain't
and
gonna
that-
be garbage.
No, he might go to the Patriots.
if he go to the
He might go.
Patriots,
They ain't talking about it.
let's say he goes to the Patriots. Can you imagine they go right back to the Super Bowl? Even if he only get in for like 2 or 3 plays, if they go right back to the Super Bowl and he on the fucking Super Bowl winning team, man, everybody gonna watch the league again. They might be thinking about that. Like, we need to put
You're
him
an
on the
insane person.
Why
Yeah,
would you
You're
do
an
that?
insane person.
Why do you think that
Anything.
nigga be on the Patriots? And if he on the Patriots,
Because
why
Robert Kraft wear championship
Yeah.
chains
do, and
that he
then
got from Meek Mill.
why do you think he would ever see the field if he was on the
He
Patriots?
won't see the field. That's
Tom
what I say.
Brady ain't letting no.
That's what I say. If he just on the championship winning team,
Tom Brady is a
That
sneeze
means he ain't
away
gonna never play football.
from a herniated disc.
You sound like
He
Max
is-
Kellerman.
He is 743 years old.
I don't give a fuck.
And
He look like he
still
just
a
won the
Super
Super Bowl
Bowl
again.
champ.
He just won the Super Bowl.
Again. Like what? Like this is Tom Brady. It don't matter. You ain't gonna come in and replace Tom Brady.
Even the weakest Tom Brady still out here
It's
winning
still
championships.
Thank you. Like this nigga, man. How long until he don't even make the playoffs?
I'm just hoping he goes.
6
to
years.
the
Yeah,
Six
yeah.
years.
I actually
Like,
don't hope he
he's
goes
not
to
even
that.
out of the
He won the
playoffs
Super
no more.
Yeah.
I'm still winning Super
I'm
Bowl.
still winning Super
Because
Bowl.
also Tom Brady's so competitive, he'll like bet him during practice, like, "Hey, bro, let's have a throw off, and if you lose, you gotta leave." He for sure gonna lose that. Tom
Right,
Brady gonna dog that.
right quick, like you said earlier, Devontae Davis had him a quick
Quick fight.
1-round knockout. And it was funny because the announcer was like, he had landed 1 body shot, and the announcer was like, 1 more of those body shots, you can see those are starting to hurt. And then he hit the dude 1 more time. And then the dude was like, yeah, that's it.
That knockout was pretty
Yeah,
funny.
the knockout was clean.
Cause he
Like,
hit him, and then he like
waited,
dude grabbed his arm, and he like had to pull it out,
Yeah, like,
and then dude like looked at him like, "Nigga, nah." Nah.
that was great. And then the coup de grace of the weekend, the All-Star weekend. Ain't that-
My nigga was saying, he was hosting his
I use that right?
hosting.
Yeah. So,
We don't know.
yeah.
He said,
But it was the All-Star Weekend 2019.
Oh yeah. What was your favorite part?
J. Cole's dunk performance thing, you know?
The dunk contest was good. The
The
three-point
Tuskegee
shootout.
Jokemen dunk was my favorite.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, that's why I
good.
got the hat on.
Yeah.
Shouts out to
My favorite dunk was
Jay Collins.
if he would have made the first attempt, that first Dennis Smith Jr. dunk he was trying, that took him 3, and then he finally just didn't do it, and then did some other shit. If he would have did that one, that would have been amazing. But that shit was
But that didn't
hard.
happen, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, yeah,
That
nigga, if
nigga
I
was
would have
jumping
made that
pretty
shot,
good.
we
That
would've-
was, yeah.
And when he
We
did,
would've
I
won
mean,
the state
And was
championship.
doing backflip the whole
the
time.
jumping over J. Cole was good, though.
That shit was weak.
nah, J. Cole weak. J. Cole makes everything.
No, that shit was nice.
He
That
was
shit was
up
nice.
really, really, really high.
Nah.
The pictures and the, see y'all talking y'all niggas
He
that
was
don't,
spread.
that don't be dunking.
He was
Nigga, I used to know.
so
I know
spread
Philly
out.
niggas don't know nothing about hoop, man.
Yeah.
Y'all raw super is Kevin Hart. That's true. So
He was so
You
spread
got
out.
Rasheed Wallace.
because he had to jump outside the paint, fly like an eagle, and he gave that shit.
Yeah,
J.
but-
Cole
but that
dunk,
was-
so he wasn't that high.
That was pictures. That was pictures you saw.
This was
Angle
the
Photoshop,
most people
yeah.
jumped over in a dunk contest.
Yeah, they
Shaq,
kept
this
jumping
nigga
over.
jumped, a nigga
Everybody
jumped
jumped.
over Shaq.
Yeah.
He jumped over
Shaq.
and he put his hand on
He
right
just
there.
put, he didn't push off though.
He
just
didn't
touched
push
it.
off
He did
enough
not
to
push off.
elevate himself over Shaq.
Nah.
Nigga, it don't matter, nigga. I jumped over Shaq and then I dunked with my elbow.
With my elbow.
It was cool. It was,
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
cool. Be mad about niggas, which is like, what do you mean he put his nigga?
great.
You jump,
it was
you
like a leapfrog.
okay? You
It was
you
not-
try to jump over Jill and
I
leapfrog,
leapfrog.
and get
I can
some-
jump over you. I can jump over you right now.
Nah,
Fuck out
nigga,
there.
we ain't gonna try it.
I would love to see that. I would love to see that. Let's make it
I
happen.
guarantee I can
I am not
leapfrog.
covered in
Nigga, I don't. You going down?
We ain't in the comedy.
Here we go,
Make
man.
this happen
I
right
don't know how
now.
close the nearest hospital is. I'm like, lose too much
The
blood.
one thing this trap house has never seen is a dead body.
Yeah.
Okay, trap house needs to stay drug free.
Of course he jumped high, and that little bit got him over. He already jumped 46 inches, and that little bit got him over.
Like, yeah, nigga, do you know how hard it is to jump up to Shaq's shoulder?
I'm not saying it wasn't dope. I'm just saying
That's still 7 feet, nigga. I still have to
This
get up
nigga looked at him and said, "I'll jump over."
Oh, jump over.
Yeah, I was
I
like,
can't.
damn.
No warm up.
That's a tough one.
I can leapfrog over.
You sound like the voice that told J. Cole he could do
Yeah.
it.
I can
You
leapfrog.
just straight out that
You just
chair.
found one of us
I can
first.
leapfrog over anybody walking. Because I can jump and use leverage with my arm.
This nigga been watching
No.
Muscle and Slow Web
This nigga's using data from 1990.
It's gonna be
We out
a
here.
long way
See,
down.
franchise, we
I
out
might
here.
hurt my ankles.
That nigga
I
blow
might
his
hurt my
knees out on the
ankles.
way.
But I'm gonna get over there.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna get over there, goddamn.
Oh, y'all carried me. I did it now, y'all. Y'all carried me.
I ain't say I can land. I didn't say I can land. I said I
That
can
tumble
jump.
over your
I said I can jump.
That nigga gonna
And
wipe
not
out
even
to the
how- like,
street.
I want to see you do, or even a one-handed leapfrog. You gotta do
I
the
want
same,
to
the
see
same
jump
amount of
over.
leapfrog that he had. His hand just grazed the back.
I'm not saying it wasn't that hard to
Until you
do.
jump over
I'm just saying he used a little bit.
a parking meter first.
It wasn't like I can jump over a parking meter. I can jump over a parking meter on top of a parking meter.
Oh my God.
Anyway, 8 feet. I'm telling you, if I can reach it, I can jump over it. That's all I'm saying. I can jump over anything I can reach.
We gonna have to film that.
We just not with you.
I'm just tell you,
Whatever height this is, I can jump over it.
y'all gonna see us come back to this one day, and we just gonna play a video of him injured somewhere,
Just
laying
know,
up in traction with his leg up like this.
Somebody
like,
on the phone with
I
Jill.
can reach it though.
Wait,
He alright.
come in.
He alright.
An episode of Yusuf in the Body Cast.
I'm telling you, anything I can reach, I can jump over. Anyway, the dunk contest was a C.
It was
People didn't like it. Yeah, people didn't.
I thought it was the best one yet.
Which Carter kept missing his dunks too. Miles Bridges, he got hops. He just kept missing all his dunks.
Yeah, but niggas is gonna miss dunks if you gotta do shit that niggas swear they ain't never seen.
Yeah, they trying to be our super duper extras.
If I got a double windmill to impress niggas, yeah, I'm gonna miss some dunks. What the fuck you need?
Yeah, so it's getting hard. Every year it's getting more and more. Like,
Well, that's the
what
thing.
can you do now?
That's
What
the
can
thing.
you do?
The amount of inventiveness is sort of left.
I think
for
it
dunk.
peaked at.
No,
I think it peaked at
Bring out the
2016.
trampoline.
They gotta do like dunks.
I think it peaked
and,
at
and one
2016.
I haven't seen
No.
a better dunk contest than like the and one mixtape of 04.
Yeah.
You know what'll make the dunk contest really good is if between the fucking 3-point contest and the dunk contest, instead of showing commercials and shit, they just have niggas from out the stands come and attempt dunks. So people understand how fucking hard it is to dunk. Because once you fucking fail, you'll be like, God damn.
I can't even get
Nigga,
there.
I just tried to regular shit. That nigga went, what? 50.
I just tried to one that.
I tore all my niggas. I got turf.
That's
You just
good.
see a bunch of niggas on the sideline.
That's
Like,
perfect.
Oh.
Hey man, you should submit that.
Hold on, don't we got a dunk bet going on in the group chat?
I'm not fucking with Mateen on that shit.
There was like 6 months or some shit.
Well,
Mateen
y'all
was just
say y'all
in his
can dunk.
feelings one day. I guess Eric was out of town, and he was just like, "Man, we gonna have a dunk off."
if,
I done
y'all
dug my
come,
ass off on an 8 foot.
if y'all come watch my team play basketball one of these weekends, y'all will be like, this will never happen. This will never happen. Now, I've seen footage of my team dunk before,
Yeah,
but that was also,
That's a long time.
that was a
ago.
1992
it's like
scouting
Bigfoot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
report.
it's like Bigfoot.
Yes, that's what I'm
Did
saying.
y'all watch the All-Star game?
I used to yam, but I
Yeah.
It was
I
great.
didn't watch it.
I saw boys take 164 3-point shots. It looked like they was just out there yelling rain dance.
It was
So,
better than.
I know Ben Simmons.
It was alright.
it was the best one I've ever seen.
But I'm just like, what did people, it's like,
they're
I'm
not gonna play defense until the end of the game if it's close. If it's
I'm
a
not
blowout,
playing defense, period. Nigga, I'm not about to come out here and get hurt and lose $100 million.
Try to win 50,000.
Yeah.
Man, you can't play like you gonna get hurt. Just go out there and play the game.
But you
do
mean you
it every
can't play like
day.
you get hurt, niggas? 20 games left in the season. If I'm an all-star and I got playoffs and championship bonuses and all that, nigga, fuck, nigga.
40 kids.
But the world
No,
is watching.
it's
You gotta
like
show
20
out.
Yeah,
The world
The
is
Dirk
watching.
Nowitzki.
Guess what? The world will watch me in the playoffs, nigga.
They're only gonna be interested if you show out in the All-Star
Nah,
game.
Nah, they don't give a fuck.
Dirk looked. I was
You
glad
want
Dirk
the
hit
real
his
shit,
couple
your star
threes.
player get injured in the All-Star game.
That was cool
Man.
for Dirk to hit his
Go out there
three.
and play, man.
Yeah,
That's easy to say, man.
Dwayne Wade said all he wanted to do is get one more live. He got his live.
Oh.
He wants to get one more lob.
Yeah,
He got one more loud in the locker room.
Got to throw a lob to LeBron James.
I
one more
Antetokounmpo
time.
came out. He came out serious. I figured he was gonna get MVP.
But he got
more
away.
lob.
Yeah.
You was a lob.
Kevin Durant had the quietest 35 points I ever seen.
It was wet out there. King do.
Nigga, all you gotta do is shoot threes.
Yeah.
And he long. He got a long arm.
Middleton had his. It was good to see Chris Middleton hit some shots. A lot of people probably didn't think
That's all he do is get buckets.
I'm gonna be real with y'all. He don't got the face of all stars.
Whoa.
Yeah, he don't have the marketable
He can
look.
sell you carrots
No,
or like
no,
dental.
man, no.
Didn't Sam Cassell get a commercial once?
Sam Cassell never got
No.
hurt. Sam Cassell had more
The ugliest
women
nigga on
nationwide
TV
than any other ball
It's
player.
probably Xavier
That
McDaniel
was a player.
when he was on Married with Children.
Stay in the club.
Paying bitch.
Yeah, I did see him.
And maybe Anthony Mason, I think, was on TV once.
Dennis
Rest
Rodman.
in peace too. Yeah.
Dennis Rodman was the best.
Oh yeah, Dennis Rodman was a super ugly motherfucker,
It
but
was.
he
It ain't got no better.
he hustled, and he was on 3-4 championship teams or something like
You
that.
believe in
Yeah,
it.
shouts out to Dennis Rodman because he be out here trolling all the hoop Instagram pages. Just saying, hey, this is me.
He did.
That's what he says on the NBA on ESPN.
Did y'all
House
notice-
highlights?
Hey.
Y'all notice nobody gave a fuck about Vince Carter?
Oh, he's the best.
What you mean?
Like this his last year probably too.
This ain't no, it ain't.
Now,
You gonna play for another 30 years?
Yeah, Vince Carter ain't saying nothing about
Because they didn't
retiring.
give him no special like all-star spot.
He hasn't announced his retirement yet.
All right, but
I think when he announces his
if they
retirement,
do
they're
if
gonna
they
go
do
ahead and,
anything
dunk
for
on
fucking
yeah,
Dirk,
That nigga busy.
That's crazy.
say they do all they did that shit for Dirk.
He said he's gonna
Vince Carter definitely deserved to get one of them little honorary retiring spots.
Hey man, that nigga Dirk, that nigga in the 3-point contest was hilarious.
He won.
But he went 3 for 3. No, this
No.
year.
What do you
He
mean?
went 3 for 3 in the game.
Yeah, but in the 3-point contest, that nigga airball like
He was
6 times.
dry as he wasn't warm. He old. You know you can't put no old man out there to get.
Oh yeah, 3-point. Shout out to Buddy Hill.
Oh yeah, the Bahama Bomber.
Kobe tried to tell y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Kobe said he next.
Hey, Kings is on the
So
rise.
nobody watch the Kings.
And I really did
De'Aaron
enjoy.
Fox is good too.
I did enjoy that. The greatest shooter of all time was beat in a 3-point shooting
Mark Price?
contest
What you talking about
by
that?
some random white dude.
Joe Harris,
Joe
ex-Cavs.
Harris get buckets, dog.
Yeah, he's played for the Cavs. He's do that for the Cavs.
He get buckets.
But yeah, we all wanted
He
to
can't
be.
hoop, but he
Steph-
get
Yeah,
buckets.
somehow, some way, he
Yeah.
keeps coming up with buckets.
We wanted to be Stephen Clay or Stephen his brother or anybody but Joe Harris.
So y'all really gonna act like we supposed to know who the fuck Joe Harris is?
He's
What he
he's
on the
good.
hold up.
Have you watched the next play?
What one? He's on the Nets.
Brooklyn Nets.
So therefore that nigga's for showing obscurity. So you telling me I'm supposed to know Joe Harris over D'Angelo Russell,
All-star.
Dinwiddie, Spencer Dinwiddie.
If you watch the game and you seen him come
Case
out there and
LeVert,
snipe and
Josh
go
Allen.
3 for 4.
No, because why the fuck would I ever watch the Nets?
Who's the motherfucker that
For
I
D'Angelo
Yeah,
Russell
yeah.
and Dinwiddie and all these others.
Oh, Dinwiddie, now that's the new guy coming up, and I
Spencer
really
Dinwiddie.
believe he's gonna be something. Rookie of the year.
Yeah, he's not a rookie.
Yeah,
Not even.
So that was cool.
Runner up.
All I know is that Brian came back, and it was just funny because it was like all the people that Giannis had picked literally got gas
Yeah.
in that fourth quarter, and all of a sudden couldn't make shots.
Yeah, the Brown team, I mean, like Harden didn't have to do too much.
No, Jimmy
Yo,
will step
I
back.
wanna-
Nigga, Harden don't do too. He don't play hard in real games. What bitch I think he don't play hard?
Kimba looked
Extra
good.
bitch.
And Kimba looked good out there. A little bit.
Did y'all watch that? I know this ain't Netflix and chill, but it goes with the NBA. The High Flying Bird.
Oh, I really
I
watched
peeked
that.
it
One.
yet. I want to.
That was really good.
Oh, the concept of that movie is kind of dope.
The execution.
Yeah.
No, what it's about.
No, I watched it twice.
Yeah, about like reshaping the NBA. Or how basketballs control their money.
And it's all
Yeah, talk
how
about
the corporation,
music first,
how they're
before
just
we talk
sucking
about
out, funds from the regular public.
Oh, we didn't know.
There's a lot of shit last week we didn't cover that we got to bring back up.
Oh yeah, we gotta talk about all these. Well, can we talk about the new beef this week?
What's the new beef?
The Mr. Hightower versus the Parker.
Monique
Oh yeah, that's
versus-
not even hip hop beef, but that's beef.
Yeah,
Man,
but
all
that is.
beef.
I felt like
It's
that
beef.
was.
That's real
And
important.
it actually was. They didn't really argue. People like the headings of the YouTube said versus. And, they wasn't.
I would say beef because
She even said we not arguing, Steve.
They was arguing.
They was arguing.
I say can't it's beef only because can't no one fuck with Steve Harvey now. If we're gonna talk about Floyd Mayweather, like Steve Harvey said way more damage and shit.
Yeah, I never
Yeah,
I was
a
like-
lot
I
of
was
people
like-
disappointed in those.
I was just
Yeah.
like, I hear what you saying, but nigga, you definitely shouldn't say this right now.
No.
Yeah, a lot of people.
You a bitch ass
mad at
nigga.
him for saying that she shouldn't have said what she said the way she said.
You was right, just bitch. You trying to fuck up my
And
I'm not here trying to get this money. Okay.
I hear you. You right as fuck.
she like what you should have said.
I'm
I
upset.
thought you should have said what you said to me out loud. You should have answered the phone. So yeah, he kind of fucked up.
Fuck her.
Yeah, he looked bad.
I'm just messing. Fuck him. I love Monique. She's one of my favorites, and I watch her special frequently.
I don't like the Parkers though. I thought
The Parker was funny, man.
I thought that was a terrible show.
It was a moment.
Black people.
It was a
I'll
moment.
be honest with
It was decent.
She was in love with Mr. Ogletree. Ogletree.
you. Ogletree.
Yeah. He was a good guy, and he really cared about his community.
He
The
was
thing
a
is-
good guy. That
That's
nigga
it.
taught out of community college.
I
There's
ain't
no
fuck
way
with
he
Steve
could
Harvey
do
since he did that thing about the man shit.
Steve Harvey, see what we.
When
See,
Steve
I'm
Harvey
on-
took that picture with Donald Trump,
that. That nigga said
I was
secret.
done.
I'm on the fence with
You know
Steve
what I'm
Harvey
saying?
because he say he does have some good insights.
He told these bitches to hold on to pussy for 6 months.
Sometimes he say some
Like,
good
like,
shit, but sometimes he says some bullshit. But like the one thing he said, okay, I guess it's the one thing he said that I fuck with him for. And minus
He said,
again, he probably said 10 things that has since he put his foot in his mouth. But the one thing he said was that the motivational shit he said about leaping and making the leap.
When you cry?
No, about
He said
was he bald head?
She
No,
had
he
his bald head.
had he had hair, and he was talking about as far as making the leap to like chasing your dreams and not being scared. He like everybody born with a parachute, but the only some people walking around they never get to test their parachute because they scared to make that jump. He like, of course you're gonna fall, it's gonna hurt, but you know the parachute ain't gonna open until it's ready. But you gotta jump in order to make your parachute work. And it basically is just saying, don't be scared to.
And
Do
this,
what you gotta do.
and this is what he said while he had hair.
Yeah, he had it.
See, I'm not gonna fuck with that because I'm not gonna take no advice from a
The
nigga
dude
about
with the
taking no,
toupee?
yeah, like,
But
like
it was
nigga,
good.
you should be brave enough to write your bald ass head.
That's true, but his message was it's like the classic do as I say, not as I do kind of like rock between our Like it is hard to take advice from a dude with a wig on who is not living his own truth.
Telling you to be courageous.
But especially tell you to be courageous.
Right.
It's very oxymoronic.
Can you write it with that hat on?
Like, nigga, comb your hair in front of me.
Get in the fool.
I try to think of the analogy to compare the level of hypocrisy, but he right. You can't be scared to not, do shit, man.
the first nigga to say that.
Do
I think every
You
nigga
ain't
has
the
told you that.
Yeah.
But
I think
he
that's
just
how we
was
got
right.
off the pledge. In the first
Yeah.
place.
That's the one time he was right.
Take the lead. Let's take the lead. The dogs is coming. Nigga, take the lead.
I I don't know, man.
The first brother to go raw at the gangbang.
I was trying.
Take
I was
leave.
Lord, Jesus, that's
Live a
crazy.
little.
Nah, that's crazy.
Never know if you're gonna get burned if you don't.
You don't put the
That's one thing I will say is don't ever go raw at the gangbang.
No, please,
Even if it's your cousins.
You gotta trust your parents.
Wait,
Shit.
did you say even if it's your cousin?
Yeah, even if it's you and your two cousins fucking the hoe,
Yeah.
still wear a rubber.
Well, the
You got a
neighbors,
real Lannister family.
Because you don't know who they been fucking.
you don't know where this bitch from.
You don't know who she been fucking.
Fuck no, she been doing.
We all fucking everybody.
It's
It's like one big, like,
like
yeah, everybody in the world fucking everybody. It's
Fucking
crazy.
That's why I'm going to open water in the ocean.
that's why I smell it first.
Nigga, y'all just out here
I smell it
engulfing.
first.
But yeah, but that was
Goldfish
one beef. One beef. Then we had some other beef.
Shrimp ass.
It was the game and Joe Budden's came and went.
Yeah, I love it.
I ain't listening.
Yeah, that came and went. The game and Joe
Yeah, I
Budden.
don't even know what that was about.
They
He said
gave me
something about his wife.
some exposure.
Who has more hits?
He said something about Joe Budden's wife, and Joe Budden was like,
Joe
"Watch
Budden
your
again.
mouth," talking about my wife. So then Game just keep posting about how he got the best album ever coming out.
He said he was going to the sex tape though.
He just said he got the best album ever coming out.
His best album. His best album. So that was a beef.
I
And
mean,
then
Joe Budden knew. As it's so weak that niggas really like use women to try to up themselves in the hip hop game. But I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. I don't know Joe Budden's lady, but
Sin Santana, she on TV.
yeah,
They don't love the hip hop.
she seemed like.
Oh, they went on Love and Hip Hop. You made
I
a
don't
fair
like
game.
that.
What?
If you take your wife like
On a reality TV show?
fair game, it's
Okay,
game. He
I
just came
remember
and
you
killed-
saying
he came
this.
and killed her.
when you out here fighting niggas in the street over these weak white women.
I ain't fighting nobody in the street over these women, okay?
Not yet. Not yet.
You saying you
That's
so easy to call fair game in the streets? So.
I put my hands on somebody take my woman.
Now Tory Lanez, he had beef with some dude named Dax.
Shepherd?
See,
Not
that shit
Dex.
don't even
Dex,
count.
Shepherd.
Dax. So he had the beef with him, and then the dude made a song,
Dax from
and then he ran up on him. Like you can't tell from the video, he probably got a gun, or he probably got something. Tory Lanez, because he made the dude apologize and like say you sorry, say sorry. The dude like I'm sorry. So it's like
he was like, talk dirty.
like, come on, man. How somebody that small gonna make somebody that scared unless he got a gun or something in his hand?
Well, you left out
Nigga,
one big,
you can punk a nigga with your voice.
I
one
guess.
big informational tip. Both them niggas is Canadian.
That's true.
and like pop through.
Update
So
though.
they didn't have.
Then Tory Lanez posted a couple days after that, like, I'm sorry, man. I was tripping. I've been in an emotional state lately, and I'm tripping. And he apologized, which set off an apology ring of sorts. Because then after he apologized, Dame Dash apologized to a whole bunch of people. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for this. To Jay-Z and Leor and Biggs and everybody he yelled at. Oh, wow. And then somebody else apologized.
It sounded like a nigga found
It was like an
out
apology tour.
he found out his tax returns and taken out of it. Like, I need to make amends.
Nah, he sound like he making amends for something. He got that bad prognosis.
So hip hop was real soft this week with apologies and
Dame Dash got that shit.
like
Man, why do you always try to kill niggas, bro?
Hey man,
Personal
this is old,
faults.
bruh.
Yeah, that was all the apologies.
What he got?
There was another beef. Hold on, more beef. Chris Brown and Offset.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
That's a good one. Because
Over 21
over
Savage.
21
which is
Savage
still-
post. Who Migos and 21, they tight. They tight. And you know Bone gonna fuck all
Yeah,
of them.
because they all from.
So now
Wait, Bone gonna do what?
British Columbia.
Bone gonna fuck all the Migos and 21 Savage the fuck up. Now Bone and Chris Brown gonna team up. They really gonna get their ass whooped. It's gonna be
To me, like
Chris
I
Brown
don't
and Savage.
want to hear that collab.
And
I
Bone.
don't
Bone
want to
and
hear
Savage.
nothing about that.
So it's gonna be a lot of ass whooping because then he posted, "Hey man, you a lame," and then Chris Brown just went off like,
You
What?
hip hop inhibited.
"Yeah, all this shit. I'll whoop your ass, suck my dick, come find me."
Twitter fingers.
And then Offset was like, "Where?" And he was like, "Motherfucker, I'm here, I'm there. You know where I'm at." And then he was like, "You probably called the police." And then that was it. And then ain't nothing happened.
but
It could.
Nah, it can't.
hey, nah.
Was they at the Grammys?
Not Chris Brown. Chris Brown ain't did nothing to be at the Grammys. And
So
Has he been back to the Grammys since he beat Rihanna on his way there?
got lucky.
I don't think
Got
so.
lucky all set that
I
Chris
mean,
Brown can't come
I
to the
think that's the last. That ruins your invite. Were you supposed to?
They'll let him back. They let everybody back, man. It's Hollywood. They let everybody back.
He really light skinned because the shit, like he just can't handle shit.
Breezy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wrote some.
But also coke is a hell of a drug.
Oh, we got bad news. We got repeated bad news. Like it was bad news the first time, and it's bad news again. Same guy, Rich the Kid.
No, man, what happened to Reggie?
He got
this
robbed
time?
again.
Got robbed.
No,
Did
not
he get somebody
again.
else robbed too?
No, Usher put out a
Usher
statement
was at the
saying
studio.
I didn't get robbed.
He was
Usher
like,
was just at the
he
studio.
was like, I was
I saw-
making oodles and
I
noodles.
saw him get robbed. He probably saw it. He probably heard it, but he probably behind his
Oh,
bulletproof
no, he
glass
got, Usher
door.
ain't seen nothing. He ducked. He just got his hair braided. He ducked behind something.
He's got his hair in the face and curls.
The Rich the Kid go.
So Rich the Kid got robbed again, and y'all, as y'all know, he got his house ran up on and robbed, and pistol whipped. He got punked by Uzi.
Shit.
I mean, in the
Oh
robber's
my God.
defense, his name is Rich the Kid. You got to get that money.
Yeah, but
And now he got robbed again. And I guess it was hours after he had posted a picture of him holding all this money.
I mean the punking of Lil Uzi Vert to Rich the Kid is getting more and more legendary.
Yeah.
Just because Uzi Vert does more and more like questionable. Not even
Emo.
questionable.
Emo.
Nah, it ain't even emo. That nigga just it ain't even suspect. Because it's
The
not
thing
suspect. It's
is-
just straight feminine. Straight feminine things, and I love Uzi, but like, there's a video of him taking pictures of Joel Embiid on the court, and this nigga's holding the phone like, like her son, just like, you know, like got playing the game or something.
Maybe he has like an artistic eye, man, trying to get that angle.
Yeah, but then this is my favorite, and I can't find this. Well, it's on YouTube, but I couldn't find it on Instagram. It got deleted like within the hour. But it's Uzi on the back of a motorbike on someone else's like four-wheeler while this nigga's hitting wheelies, and it's him like, and he just like looking at Carrie's like, yay, yay, and then he stopped and he's like, that was fun.
He trying to be Michael
Ron
Jackson.
punches.
He trying to be Michael Jackson.
Ron punches.
I was like, yeah. I was like, hold on, this nigga's on. He's holding on to another nigga while he
He
does
trying to be
Uzi.
Michael
Like,
Jackson.
yay.
The thing with Lil Uzi Vert is like he can't do nothing that Young Thug ain't already did that we didn't.
Oh,
Look
Young
at
Thug
He's
is-
a fucking dude on tape.
Yeah.
That'll be a brave new world.
He don't make good music
That's
like
my-
that.
Whoa.
I wouldn't. go
Not
there.
as much.
Young Thug flat out wore dresses. Got an album cover with
That's
an
a
elaborate,
that was a
elaborate dress
that was
That's a cultural
with a
thing.
matching
Very
hat.
fine dress.
It was a cultural thing and a samurai sword.
Thank you.
He's in the back of a tour bus in a Hooters outfit with baby and no shirt on.
So it's really
Look,
nothing.
look, the man free.
It's,
Don't we all inspired to be
in
free?
2020
Oh,
and
there won't be that
19,
goddamn
it's
free.
nothing.
I'm wearing my
Everything
Hooters
is.
shirt on there.
There's no more rules because if you say something is too girly, then you got a
You're
toxic
homophobic.
man. You're toxic and you're a bit manly. It was so ain't nothing girly no more. Ain't nothing. Everything is okay.
Shit.
Everything is okay. Rappers can wear purses and slippers and all kind of shit.
I mean, niggas can wear purses.
Well, you all want to
It's
do,
a bag,
man.
bro. Why does somebody gotta say purse? It's a
Do what
bag.
y'all want to do,
I'm
man.
just like, even
A
if
bag.
you hold a gun, I'm like,
It's a bag.
I don't
Well, you can put it across your chest and let it split your teeth.
We don't care, man. Young jock, you want to do your hair like and get it laid out and all? Do y'all want to do? Who cares at this point? We don't care. We don't
So
care.
a brother can't. So a backpack is a purse. Is a backpack a
A
purse?
swing backpack is.
Yeah, this I've seen some person. If you got one of them little backpacks,
His pants is getting
Oh,
tired
I
and
like
tired.
those.
All I gotta say is, if you
I like
gonna talk
that.
that shit about it, you better be prepared to defend yourself. Cause ain't nothing worse.
That's why I
than
say it right.
shot by a nigga in the dress,
Or a nigga that had to go into his purse to pull out his gun.
pull it out his bra,
I know,
pull it out his
those
titties. Like,
Yeah.
nigga, don't carry. Pull Uzi out his ass.
Actually, the dudes that wear dresses, that's one thing because at least you could just put on a dress like a big t-shirt. You have to squeeze into them tight ass jeans y'all motherfuckers be wearing. That's crazy, man. For you not to have no air room, no squeeze on your pants, you can just no squeeze, man. My nigga, you ain't got no squeeze on your pants, man. But it's cool.
It make it easier to leapfrog me.
Yeah, I can leapfrog a motherfucker with these on. So if I had on them no squeezes, I can leapfrog.
That's too much wind resistance.
What's his name for the
you need to tighten the crotch.
That big motherfucker that just got. No, he was bigger than him.
Oh, you talking about
Bobovich.
Bovine.
Yeah, that motherfucker.
Bovine, Bovovich.
So anyway, did y'all review any new albums? Y'all listen to some new shit?
I was some shit today that was alright. Who was it? I don't got my phone.
Okay, so that's
a wrap. About to wind down. I listened to.
Was on the second track. It was a little EP. I forget what it was.
Oh, it is a new. It's a new single I listened to that I like. What's his name? Yo Gotti and Lil Baby.
Oh, that put a date on?
Yeah, I like that. But then album-wise, I listened to finally Currency and Wiz Khalifa put out a second collaboration effort, and it's really good. 2009, and like surprisingly good because Wiz Khalifa on it. And not that I don't like Wiz Khalifa, I just don't care about Wiz Khalifa as much. But he rapping his ass off on this CD.
That's the only time he rap his ass
I'm
off.
telling you, man. He
rapping.
rapping.
That's the only time he even
I don't know what it is, but he
Orange
is
juice, nigga.
rapping his ass off on this album.
Real macaroni.
He really rapping. And it's good. So let's do. And on some old shit, I rediscovered this last 2 days. I've been listening to Waka Flocka shit. Salute Me and Shoot Me Volume 4, particularly.
Brick School.
Kick a bitch. Friends, Family. Yeah. What is it called? The Triple F. The Triple F. Friends. Anyway, that's good.
Yeah.
That's the name of the album. That's Waka. It's from like 2012. Right when these motherfuckers now that's hot when they was like 12 and 13 years old. That's when Waka Flocka was hot. Because they only like 20. They only like 20, 21 now. So 2013, they was little kids.
What do you think? They need to bring C Murder back.
Guess we can do
C Murder.
You can make music in jail.
Is that everything that we can?
With Millie.
Oh, apparently a black lady got killed at a sleepover a couple months ago, and it went like didn't nobody say nothing about it, and now it's all over. Like they blowing the story up.
Wild lady in the sleepover.
She was a black lady,
football mom,
and she was
40-year-old
black woman. All moms. It was all other
mysteriously
moms.
died that night, and nobody knows what happened.
Yeah.
I'm sad for her loss, but she should have known.
That's you give her being a token.
You had 4 decades to know not to trust white people.
You don't fucking token.
And you still. Oh well, I'm just waiting for Netflix to chill with it. I don't got a movie, but I got a trailer. It definitely speaks to that.
Oh wait, we should. When I was bringing up the presidential candidates, this was important. There's another non-politician and a woman, an author, Marianne Williamson.
No.
Said she's running. So, old white lady.
Yeah, that's stupid. I don't need to hear you. Just write fake memoirs. Like
fake memoir.
I put it like this: if everybody had to fight to the death, I guarantee Camilla would win that shit.
You don't even know the
Cory Booker would bust her head. And fucking Elizabeth Warren with her fucking Native American skills. That nigga, she gonna solo like Night Wolf. She's like Night Wolf and gonna come back.
See, y'all sound stupid because Kamala Harris is the police, so ain't no way she fighting fair, nigga. She gonna have the extendo quick, nigga.
So you
blah, 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 blah.
I want to say this about YNW.
Yeah, that Draco out.
Took the mask off.
I would love to see a Mortal Kombat game with all the presidential candidates.
It was Elizabeth Warren. Took the mask off. It was Elizabeth Warren.
I want to do another segment that we ain't did in a couple of weeks because YNW Melly reminded me.
Okay.
Where's YNW Melly from?
Florida.
Where's the two people he killed from? Who's still walking around?
George Zimmerman.
Motherfucking George Zimmerman. So you rather shoot your homeboys, a motherfucker you've been knowing since 4th grade, than George Zimmerman.
Once again, he said it in the song.
Murder.
I didn't mean to shoot him. He just caught me by surprise.
That's true.
Man.
That's
He's nervous. He's nervous, man.
Again, a metaphor for the election.
And he died inside my arms.
Democracy.
Blood all on my shirt. I just owed him to do that shit at that point.
Oh, you need that nigga on SNL.
When I was watching one of his live performances, and he performed it like this poetry.
He's
It's
good.
crazy.
He's good.
You gotta be good when you murder niggas.
You murdered niggas.
You try to keep this freedom going, boy. You got. That's juicy. That nigga just got jumped. It's falling apart, man. These stories. It's hard to keep up with.
Well, I guess we can do Belgian moments. Netflix, and then we can wrap it up. All right.
Okay. My Netflix and chill pick is a movie I'm looking forward to seeing very soon. It's the Octavia Spencer.
Oh yeah, Ma.
I can't wait to see that.
Is that the Black horror movie?
Yeah.
But this is the premise is
Where it's on? The movie?
And it's coming out.
it's coming out. It ain't even came out
Well,
yet.
that's why we're doing. It's supposed to be Netflix.
Nigga, don't. But you gotta get hyped for this.
I
I do what
guess.
the fuck I want, nigga.
All right. You're right.
She plays somebody's auntie, like she always do. And she befriends all these high school kids and let them like party in her basement, and then she start killing them, and then it turns out like all these kids is like the kids, the offspring of all the niggas she went to high school with.
Hell no.
And I just like it because
Well,
it's
it's a
just
goddamn movie.
well, that's what they did in the trailer.
Yeah, that's the trailer.
But
They didn't say all that in the trailer.
Yeah, they do.
She
Yeah,
know
they
the
do.
bitch from sometime before.
Yeah, that's all in the trailer.
Yeah,
How the
you know
fuck you think I
killed
know?
kids.
Nigga, I got no script. I ain't juicy. I'm one of these Nigerian niggas. I didn't get the script, nigga. I had to see the shit just like everybody else. What I really liked is I was like, ooh, there's a black lady terrorizing white people.
Yeah.
I really fucks with that. Instead of doing like some Jordan Peele shit, just terrorizing niggas.
We're our own worst enemy.
And then even to the degree where it's a scene where she's painting the one black kid's face white.
Hell
Yeah.
You know, I was like, yo, get him, auntie.
I'm Michelle on.
Oh, I want to see that shit.
And look, I'm gonna see that shit right after I see Mr. Glass this week.
That shit weak.
Is it? So,
Super weak.
I saw that shit.
How could it not be weak? How could it be weak when Sam Jackson is pitting two white people against each other?
I ain't see.
That sounds amazing.
I ain't looking forward to seeing nothing that's coming out.
It's just the
I want
I
to see Netflix and chill pick for me. Umbrella Academy, based on the graphic novels. Great, fucking dope.
Was
Yeah, I
that
heard
monkey?
that.
Was
I
that
heard
monkey
that.
voiced by a black person?
No, it was not. It's a British monkey. It's a white British monkey.
Bro, so it was 21.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard that.
It's a British monkey.
It's a monkey.
Yeah, it's a monkey.
It's a monkey.
My picks to see. I watched shit, but I don't think y'all should watch it because they were shit.
I'll watch it.
Other than Polar, which was recommended weeks ago, a couple flights ago. But that's Polar is good. But then I watched some less good movies.
I like movies.
Morris from America with Craig Robinson.
Oh yeah, what was that?
I mean, it was a Craig Robinson led film.
Yeah.
It wasn't super bad. It just was kind of.
You could be honest. You could be
It
honest.
just wasn't good. It wasn't like I was mad it was shitty. It just wasn't good. It's about a little. They live in Germany. I guess they moved over there because the wife is a military wife or something, but she died. So then they stayed over there, and he liked a little girl, one of the white German girls, and she take him to a party. She humiliated the little boy. He can rap, and nobody care. Craig Robinson trying to teach him how to be a good rapper.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
Actually, yeah, it was kind of shit. It was, yeah.
That's
Then I
like
watched.
Karate Kid without the karate.
Then I watched It's a Party, featuring a whole bunch of comics. that we know.
Shouts out to Open My
and
Eagle.
Open My Eagle, the star of the movie. But it was really bad. Comics, who was in it that I know, Chinadu, Tony Baker, who else? Who else?
Open My Eagle.
He's not a comic.
He is a comic.
He's a rapper.
He's on a comedy show.
But it's another comic. It was a third comic that I know. Anyway, when I see y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all that it was shitty. It was bad movie.
But y'all got that shit made.
Yeah. Oh, but good news. Two things are back on HBO. If you got HBO, well, not back, but
Game of Thrones ain't back.
last week tonight it's back,
Oh yeah.
and Deadpool 2 is on HBO. And I fell asleep. We fell asleep on the other night, but we got to keep watching. Fucking long.
Russian Doll.
On Netflix, if you haven't watched it, it's a good concept and honest take on something old, something new. It's good.
Yeah, it's good.
I watched High Flying Bird, directed by Steven Soderbergh.
So
Starring.
by a white guy.
Yeah, that was the only part that bothered me a little bit about it. Because it's dope.
He ain't write it though.
Yeah.
I made it to the part where they play one-on-one in the gym, and I couldn't.
You made it to that part?
I'm just
No, that's where it gets good, is after that.
you know, after,
That's really real where it gets good.
after my discussions this weekend, man, I'm just real wary about white guys getting director credits on black shit. You know?
I mean, I agree with you, but even as a person that you watch basketball and shit, like it's like takes place around the lockout, the NBA lockout, and like the relationship between players and owners and leagues, and who's in control of their destiny.
And that light skinned nigga supposed to be.
And yes, the light skinned nigga is representative of black people as the lightest nigga on earth, like the tastiest, beigest motherfucker. But I'm saying conceptually, it's a good movie. And
It sounds like a lot of fan fiction to me.
And then what else I watched? I watched something else too. I watched Crazy Rich Asians.
Was
that
it
good?
crazy,
I
man?
heard it was good.
It was Crazy Rich. It's also like a long commercial for Singapore. Like it is just like the nicest shit in
tourism
Singapore.
board, right?
Yo, that's like I
That
swear to God,
tourism
it's
board.
just sweeping shots of Singapore. There's nobody getting caned for spitting on the streets.
Yeah, man.
Little kids
That's how you
getting
do it.
sold into prostitution and nothing. It's just like the beauty of Singapore.
You mean like the hangover?
Exactly. Nah, they at least had like fucking tranny second
like
dudes and
that,
shit.
yeah.
The motherfucking thing, like.
But isn't that the appeal of Vegas?
Yeah.
I thought we were talking about the hangover too.
I was
But you wanted the
Wasn't
hangover
it
to go to
three
sad
hangovers?
Vegas? They go to sad Vegas in the hangover. They
Wasn't
don't
it
go to
three?
sad Singapore.
There was 3
All of
hangovers, right?
Singapore is
there were three hangovers.
Even the nice
I
part.
think
Not
so.
in this. And not in
I
this.
think there's
Singapore
three
is all
movies
beauty.
like that concept. Where Andy played the same character in every
Most
single.
LA movies make it like what is it? La La Land.
Oh, no, it's dope right now. True Detective is good as fuck.
I haven't watched it.
I want to watch Gone in Plain Sight because I started watching it and I kept falling asleep.
I
That
can't
shit's
watch
fucking
True Detectives because that nigga's weird.
Marshall.
I started watching that
It
Marin,
just looks
that
stupid.
Marin thing,
Huh?
like Mark Marin. It was like a reality show or whatever type of show.
Oh yeah.
Because he in
I
Highland
don't even
Park.
know who that dude is.
He in Highland Park. He was in the we was
He
smoking
says
with him
like, yeah, he says
a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
At the comedy store. Anyway,
It's a white person.
it's filmed in
Yeah.
Highland Park, so I was watching it to see if I recognized.
You'd be surprised that I don't.
I love watching
He's
LA
one of the-
movies.
He's one of the white people that don't be scared when we out on the
He speak to it like he
Yeah.
speak to it when you see
Yeah.
when you look at it.
That don't even sound like a white person. At the time.
Joe Rogan runs. Joe Rogan, every time he sees me, I'm like, right here. He owe a nigga money or something.
Kind of touching silk shirts.
But yeah, since I like watching shows since I live out here now, like California-based shows to see if I recognize shit. That's my only thing. It's like when I was in Cleveland, a few times they would have shit that was supposed to be Cleveland, and they'd be like, let's see if I recognize something. Now the same way, so much more often now though. It's kind of getting old. Everything in LA, everything they shoot be in LA.
This nigga's so jaded. It ain't gonna get old when
you
work
get
with
it.
these niggas.
No, I'm not old, but it's like I don't be excited to see like an area no more. Like, oh, because I was just over there.
Yeah, because nigga, you not experiencing the way you saw it on TV. Nigga.
I still tell people about the Seinfeld house.
It's only so many
You got
times you
real
drive out
excited when you showed it to me.
Yeah.
too, right?
You be like, all right, man.
Whose window is that? Whose window is that? That's Jerry's
I
window
do
right
want to
there.
see the Friday house. I want to find the Friday house.
Man, I just drove past the Freddy Krueger house for the
The
first
funny
time.
shit is I literally live
You know what
between
Freddy Krueger house
Normandy and Weston.
It's on Sunset and JC.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's like right there, right down the block.
That's
I drove a picture, and I lived 2 blocks from there for a minute, never drove past there, and I took a chick down and passed her the other day.
fun.
She wanted to get out and take pictures.
Well, we know what ethnicity she was.
Why her ethnicity gotta matter? Black chicks are scared of.
Whoa,
Ain't no
whoa,
black
whoa,
chick
we
gonna
are not
ask
gonna
you to
slander
stop
black
to
women,
get out the
no.
car.
I
though.
was slandering them. I said they scared of Freddy Krueger too.
No
It
black
could've
woman
been
is
anybody.
getting out the car to take the photo.
I've never.
She gonna say, pull up to it, nigga.
No, she ain't.
Roll the window down.
She gonna say, "I'm gonna go in front of the door. You take a picture."
And she
Go get a glove.
no. Black women know the laws of trespassing.
Yeah, they do.
Mm.
Only a white woman be like, I'm gonna get on this person's
Get on the
property.
Get up higher. The light's better.
Well, that's been another flight, folks.
Yeah, man. Next week we'll be back.
We don't
We
know
have green screen.
the way the comedy store works.
Dude, man.
Well, either way, we'll be back with our podcast next week. From where
That's what's
I guess supposedly the comedy store.
Every time
Unless it's another holiday that we don't know about.
Another white man did.
So until then, seats, what is it? Wheels down
wheels down,
and trays up,
wheels down,
blunt
blunts up.
slick.
That's the way.
Go Browns. Buy a book, man.